Have you ever wondered how many blessings in your life are still locked behind invisible doors waiting for just one moment of faith to open them? What if the breakthrough you've been praying for isn't being withheld by God but by your silence? What if the key you've been missing is just 3 simple words spoken with unshakable belief? Let me tell you something that Billy Graham once said, truth that has echoed through generations. Heaven is full of answers to prayers that no one ever bothered to ask. Let that sink in for a moment. He wasn't just offering a poetic thought. He was speaking a spiritual reality that many people overlook. We struggle, we worry. We face barriers in life not because God is absent or unwilling, but because we fail to speak the right words in faith. The power isn't in shouting louder. It's in aligning our heart, our mouth, and our belief with the will of God. Today, I want to share with you a spiritual truth so powerful it could shift the atmosphere of your life. I want to show you the key that has the power to open doors you thought were sealed shut forever. It's not complicated, it's not mysterious, and it's not something reserved for spiritual elites. It's available to you right now. There are words, just a few, that when spoken in faith, unlock something in the spiritual realm. They're not magic, they're not superstition. They're spiritual declarations that invite heaven's intervention and activate God's promises in your life. These words realign your spirit, demolish spiritual barriers, and bring divine's favor straight into your circumstances. Let's talk about the spiritual power of words. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. That means your words carry weight, eternal weight. Your mouth can either build or destroy, invite or reject, bless or curse. Words aren't just noise in the air. They're seeds that shape outcomes. They shape destinies. And the enemy knows this. That's why the enemy constantly whispers doubt, fear, and negativity into your thoughts. He wants you to echo his lies instead of God's truth. Why? Because if he can get you to speak fear, you cancel faith. If he can get you to complain, you cancel gratitude. If he can get you to be silent, you miss the power of declaration. But today, we're flipping that script. Today, you're going to speak something different. You're going to speak something sacred. You're going to learn a divine pattern, one that is overlooked by many but used by those who see real change. It's this. When you speak faith-filled words 3 times, you establish a spiritual rhythm that aligns heaven and earth. This isn't just a theory, it's biblical. Jesus said in Matthew 18:18, truly I tell you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Do you see the connection? Earth and heaven are not separate realms. They are connected through what you speak in faith. So here it is. The 3 words that open doors. Lord, open doors. That's it. 3 simple words, but spoken in faith spoken. 3 times with conviction and expectation, they carry supernatural weight. You might be wondering, why 3 times? Because in the Bible, 3 is a number of divine completeness and perfection. Think about it. Jesus rose on the 3rd day, signifying victory over death. The angels in Isaiah's vision cried out, holy, 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 not once, not twice, but 3 times. But 3 times emphasizing the fullness of God's holiness. The Trinity itself, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, is a divine union of 3. When you declare, Lord, open doors 3 times, you're doing more than repeating a phrase. You are aligning with heaven's authority and inviting divine action into your reality. But be warned, this is not a ritual. It's not a chant. It's not a formula. It's a declaration of faith. Speak it with expectation. Speak it believing that God hears, God sees, and God moves. So what happens when you say these words 3 times with faith? Chains begin to break, delay begins to dissolve. Closed doors that have resisted your effort for years begin to unlock. Why? Because you're not the one forcing the door open. God is. You're simply inviting him to do what only he can do. When you speak these words in alignment with his will, you give heaven permission to move on your behalf. And here's the miraculous part. Doors don't just creak open, they swing open. Opportunities are released, favor flows, divine acceleration enters your life. What others take years to achieve, you may step into within months. Because when God opens a door, no one can shut it. We see this truth clearly in the book of Acts, chapter 16. Paul and Silas were thrown into prison. Their situation looked hopeless. But at midnight, they did something radical. They didn't stay silent. They didn't curse their circumstances. They prayed and sang hymns. And what happened? Suddenly the prison doors burst open and their chains fell off. That's the power of faith-filled words. They unlock things in the seen world and the unseen. Now let me ask you, what doors in your life need to open? Is it a door in your finances? Breakthrough in your relationships? A healing in your body? A shift in your career? Whatever the door, the same truth applies. Speak these 3 words: Lord, open doors. Do it with boldness. Say it 3 times. Say it with expectation. Say it in faith. But timing matters too. So when should you say it? Say it in the morning before your feet hit the floor, to set the spiritual tone for your day. Say it when you're facing challenges, to dismantle unseen barriers that stand in your way. Say it before you make important decisions, to invite divine wisdom and direction. Say it during spiritual warfare, to call upon heaven's reinforcements. You see, these words are like keys in the hands of a believer. Not because they're magic, but because your faith unlocks the power behind them. Now listen to me carefully. Don't let fear silence your voice. Don't let doubt keep you mute. Don't let the past convince you that nothing will change. You have a voice, and that voice carries spiritual authority when it's surrendered to God. When you say, Lord, open doors, you are not just speaking to the air, you're speaking into the spiritual realm. And the spiritual realm responds to faith. My dear friend, God is still opening doors. He has not forgotten you. He sees every tear, hears every whispered prayer, and understands every moment you felt stuck behind a door that wouldn't budge. But today, something is changing. Today you are taking back the authority you've been given. You're not begging, you're believing. You're not pleading, you're proclaiming. Let me leave you with this. The same God who opened the prison doors for Paul and Silas is the same God who rolled away the stone from the tomb. The same God who parted the Red Sea and brought down Jericho's walls is the same God who hears you now. He is the one who opens doors no man can shut. So stand up, lift your voice, and with a heart full of faith, declare, Lord, open doors. Lord, open doors. Lord, open doors. Then stand back and watch him move. If this message stirred something in your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, speak it, and most of all, live it. May the doors of heaven swing wide open for you today.